Welcome back to my channel. It's Wendy. Hello, hello. So this is a midweek video that I am doing, I suppose. Just had some stuff that I was thinking about, some stuff that I wanted to say, and just have a little bit of conversation with you out there. So my last video, I did talk about a book that I was reading by Michael Caine, and for some reason the name blanked on me. I might have mentioned this before. I don't remember, you guys. Deadly Game. Michael Caine, you know, the fabulous British actor. And it's a book about espionage, I suppose. It's actually quite good. This was his first book that he wrote. I hope he does some more. Pretty much any movie he's ever done, I absolutely love. One of my favorites is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, for sure. I mean, him and Steve Martin in that movie, amazing. But I've seen, I think, probably 80% of his movies, and I absolutely love his acting style. So there you go. There's that. Let's see, what else do I want to get out of the way real quick? Oh, so if any of you ever shop at Uniqlo, it's a Japanese brand. They do have stores, you know, in the States, and of course in parts of Europe, whatnot. And I had never been in one of their stores. Went into the Uniqlo store down in Orlando at the mall earlier in the season and picked up a couple of pairs of trousers. Even though I'm technically on a no-buy year, I failed at that, but I made it half the year, so actually that's pretty good for me. If you knew me, that's pretty good. Anyway, loving those. I'm going to do a fashion, you know, where I share some of my finds, some thrifted, some new. Anyway, I did pick up one of these. I guess they're viral. I don't know. I don't follow trends, you guys. But I did really, really like this because I have my really nice leather handbags that I use. But when I'm out running errands, or if I'm going someplace where I'm going to be walking down sidewalks and I don't want to be bumping into people and having my purse fall off my shoulders, or an uncomfortable crossbody, this is the bag that I go to. They have two sizes of this. This is the non-quilted as well, and then they have the quilted version. And this is, I don't know what the color is. It's kind of like a camel with a hint of khaki in it, but it pretty much goes with everything. And it actually holds quite a bit. And I did take this with me over to Europe, and it was great. I could shove a lot of stuff in here, and I could put my packable UV light windbreaker I got from Uniqlo in there. Love that thing too, by the way. And then also my little small umbrella, which came in handy because we did have rain some days and I didn't have to tote it around, right? When I wasn't using it, I just put it into this little bag here. So it works great. So there you go. That's out of the way. What do we want to talk about here? Well, so I talked about how, you know, Gen X, and this is not just Gen X, but a lot of us in this age demographic, we call ourselves Gen X, right? The latchkey kids, the forgotten generation, blah, 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 whatever you want to label us. We're pretty much the leave us the hell alone generation, right? Let us do our own thing, leave us alone. Anyway, I talked about this in my last video, about how a lot of us are just tired, even the younger boomers, and we want to retire. We want to do something else. So retiring doesn't necessarily mean sitting on your ass eating bonbons all day, never working again. That's not what that means. And I think a lot of people get that notion that when somebody says they want to retire, that's what they intend to do. Now, maybe some people do intend to do that, and that's perfectly okay. Maybe they want to retire and just go travel all over the world. That's okay too. Do whatever you want, however you want to do it, because you have free will, you have choice, you're a free person. And La, la, la. Don't listen to what anybody else tells you, okay? Go with your here and your here, right? Your heart and your mind and your intuition. Do your own research. Question the hell out of everything, all right? And if somebody says, don't do that because of this or don't do that because of that, ask yourself, why are they saying that? Because normally it's to benefit them and not to benefit you, okay? I have learned that over the years. And of course, I've been this way for many, many years. Many, many years. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm still going to do what I want to do. Always, 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 always. That's what got me into trouble when I was a kid. And as a young adult, when I couldn't control my emotions as well as I can control them now when I'm out amongst other people or in public or in certain situations. And I have idiots posting stupid comments on my videos. I really want to say something, and it's just not worth it. Don't give them the energy. So when somebody does something like that to you personally or attacks you because you say you want to retire or you want to go do this, and they list off 10 reasons why you can't, is that really your 10 reasons or is that their 10 reasons? Are they intimidated by that? Are they jealous? Do they wish they were in the same boat as you? You know, just think about all of those different things. And some people actually do think they mean well when they open up and, you know, tell you what's on their mind. That's okay. You can take all that in, but still make your own decision. Don't let people sway you, okay, into doing things, because that's what makes you a follower and not a leader. All right. We need to be leaders. We need to march to the beat of our own drum. We need to be, the free-spirited gypsies that we are. Whether you're a man or a woman, I don't care. All right. Be like the wild horse. Roam free. Do what you want. This is still a free society in this country. And I think that most of us are just sick of doing all of the 9 to 5, 8 to 5, swing shift, whatever the hell it is you're doing, 40 hours, 50 hours a week, whatever. If you're commuting, any of that stuff. And a lot of us just want a way out. And some of us have homes. Some of us don't have homes. I did have homes. I've sold them because I just want to have more freedom to travel. And I don't want to be burdened by things breaking down and having to fix them things. It's just me. That's just me. You do you, I'll do me. Okay. And I'm debt free. I have no debt. So, everything that I make, what I put in for paying my rent and things like that. But my dividends, you guys know I invest. I have enough in dividends to pay all my bills and put money aside. So technically, I don't need to keep working, at least not a full-time job. And that's my plan, of course, is to retire early and do some stuff on the side. Yes, I have my YouTube channel, but I want to do more of my writing. I want to get more into painting. I want to get back into doing watercolor because that's one of my favorite mediums to paint with, and I want to learn how to do it better. And so that's on my list. I have so many things on my list that I want to do. And yes, I want to travel more as well. Of course, I have to always, coordinate with the cats and everything else. So I take them with me like I did this last time. Do I leave them home with a sitter? All sorts of things. But anyway, I want to be able to do more things and do them when I want to do them. Not, I have to do that at 5:30 because I work till 5, or I can't do this because it's on a Wednesday and I'm working on a Wednesday unless I take vacation. Just all of these things. And if you're lucky enough and you've been smart enough with your money, if I was smart with my money, guys, I could have retired 20 years ago. Okay. But I wasn't. But I still want to do something part-time where I'm making some kind of money, but it's doing something that I want to do and something fun and maybe something frivolous, whatever. Do whatever your heart's desire is, okay? That's the whole point of being your own person, being an individual and not listening to all of the nonsense that's out there. And there's so much content on YouTube. It's insane. And some of it is great. Some of it is just, complete nonsense. And some of it's downright dangerous, okay? And some people talking about, how you should live your life, what you need to do. Okay, well, who the hell made them the authority on this, that, and the other thing? If they can give you factual evidence as to why you should or shouldn't do something, and maybe it was something that they've experienced and that was the outcome, whether it was positive or negative, and then therefore they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? But think of all of that programming. Some of these YouTubers are really good at the mental game. They know how to market things you must buy, things you need, right? And then you're thinking, oh shit, if I don't go to Amazon and buy this vacuum cleaner right now, I ain't gonna fit in. All right? That's what I'm talking about. It's that whole propaganda thing. It's no different than it is on TV. It's the same thing with these people on YouTube that have figured all of this out. And if you want to watch somebody that talks about fashion, and they're those people that shop all the time because you know who they are, and they do these massive hauls and they spend like $1,000 or whatever. First of all, most of them are not keeping those clothes. They are returning them. And then the ones that might keep the clothes or are keeping some of the clothes or whatever, I'm always asking myself, where the hell do they put all this stuff? And then, gee, I wonder how much credit card debt they have, because you can't do that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and be that rich. Okay. Does that sound right? Well, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you can't, if I was doing that, even though I make really good money, I would end up being broke. All right. So again, just be wary of what you are allowing into here when you're absorbing information and watching things and whatnot and everything else. Same thing goes with investing. If you're learning how to do investing by watching YouTube channels and somebody's telling you one thing, that's great. Take note of it, save the video into a folder on your YouTube thing and write things down, take notes, whatever you got to do, and then go and watch something else and get a bunch of information, compile it, and then do some research and figure it out. Okay? Don't just put all your eggs in one basket and do it one way versus another way, because that may or may not work out. You don't want to find out the hard way that it didn't work out because you listened to only one person, or this person was selling a good game at that point, right? You want to question everything. I question everything. Okay? For example, in this community that I live in, we now have what's called a courtesy officer. I know, weird. Anyway, he's a sheriff in the area, and he actually lives in my building. Super cool. And I just thought, oh, look, we got a, police officer that is living in my building. Hey, that's great. Well, turns out he's going to be the after hours courtesy officer here at this community. And so I asked one of the people in the office, the assistant manager or whatever, why? I said, is there a reason why? I said, because I'm going to question this. Why shouldn't I? I got the email. I'm going to question it. I said, do we have problems in this area? Are we anticipating problems in this community? What's going on? And he said, no, it's just something we wanted to offer people that other communities aren't offering. And I was like, oh, interesting. Okay. I said, see, that's all I needed to know. I said, I think that's super cool because, it's a pretty good area. I mean, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's a pretty good area. It's in San Jose neighborhood in Jacksonville. It's a pretty good area, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that things aren't going to go wrong or things aren't going to happen. I feel perfectly safe here, but you know what I'm talking about. So question everything. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to do some extra research. I mean, I did learn the hard way for years. If I'd listen to something or read something, and then I would just run with it. And sometimes that worked out. More often than not, it didn't work out. Okay? And hard lessons learned. Okay, you guys? And there's a gal that I don't subscribe to her channel, but she's my age and she's retiring. Literally, she just put in her notice. And she's kind of hilarious. Anyway, she was talking on one of her videos about how she was getting some backlash for that. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. People are going to say stupid stuff. And it's not necessarily directed at you. It might be something that's going on with them, and it takes a solid mind to be able to get past that. All right. I normally, if somebody puts a crappy comment on my videos, I just remove them, because why not? It's my channel. I can do whatever the hell I want. If you respond to people like that, that's giving them that energy that you have. You don't need to do that, okay? I have to learn to pick my battles wisely, especially when we get to this age. We don't have that energy, and I'm not saying energy like, ooh, working out. No, I have plenty of that. I'm talking about that mental energy to go to battle with people that are going to rub you the wrong way. Like when you were younger, you had no problem with fighting back on that stuff. But also remember, if you're at this age in your life, when we were younger, it was face to face. It wasn't this nonsense out here in la la land on the internet where people think they can just run their mouth and say whatever they want with no consequences, when they would never say that to your face, because they might get cracked a good one. Okay. And some people deserve, I think, to get cracked a good one for being mean and rude and hurtful and hateful. There's no reason for that in this country. There's no reason for that in this whole entire world. People need to be nice to each other. Okay. Because at the end of the day, right, we're all human beings. We are all individuals, and we all have feelings. Okay. And so that's just me personally. These are my opinions. They're not pushing it on to anybody else. I'm not telling anybody you need to do this, you need to do that. None of that nonsense. All right. I'm going to do me. You're going to do you. And as long as we have honesty and integrity, and we're nice to other people, we're nice to ourselves, and we respect and cherish things like family and our animals. And if you can hear, that's Mozart whining in the other room. He's got his baby. He's wandering around with his little toy. Anyway, that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Let's make sure, hold on one second. I'm going to go get him. Come on, Mozart. Come here. Come here. Oh my gosh. What do you have? You guys, he's got his toy. Anyway, he just woke up from a nap. So that's kind of what I wanted to just talk about here. There's his little toy. That just go after what you want, okay? The hell with the naysayers, and live your dreams. And if it's a dream that's just a dream and you feel like it's too far off in the distance and you can't quite see it without your binoculars, it's going to get closer to you the more you concentrate on it. And grab it, pull it into your reality, make it your reality. Are you saying hi? You want to say hi? Mozart wants to say hi. All right, everyone. Mozart, look at this. Mozart. Mozart. God, can you believe this cat's 17 years old? Just turned 17 in September. And he's still as crazy as ever. Anyway, that's just me rambling today. And I got some really good comments on my last video, and people telling me about what they're doing, what's going on. And I love that. I love to hear from people. I love to chat with people. Strangers, people. It doesn't just, I love talking with people. And I've talked to a lot of people in this community already that I see. And we had a bingo night the other night. That was a lot of fun. And meeting people's dogs when they're out walking their dogs around. We got ponds out here, and they walk their dogs. And I've met some cute dogs. I've met Milo. I've met, who else have I met? Zara. Cute dogs. Anyway, let's do a little poem, shall we? This is Hermann Hesse. And I think I've read one or two poems out of this book before I got it at a thrift store. And this one is just called On a Journey. Don't be downcast, soon the night will come, when we can see the cool moon laughing in secret over the faint countryside, and we rest hand in hand. Don't be downcast, the time will soon come, when we can have rest. Our small crosses will stand on the bright edge of the road together, and rainfall and snowfall, and the winds come and go. Isn't that beautiful? He was such a good poet. I can't believe I didn't actually know who this guy was until messing around at a used bookstore one day and I came across his book of poems. And these, of course, have been translated, and trying to read who translated these. Selected and translated by the Pulitzer Prize winning poet James Wright. So there you go. Here is that book again. Just something I picked up at the thrift store. It was like 50 cents, whatever. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing fabulous. Let me know any news, any fun. Boy, it's coming up real quick here. Putting in my notice to retire and take that plunge out into the great unknown wide world of adventure and fun. Yes, I'm looking forward to it, to having fun, changing gears, doing something else, and concentrating on some of the things that I really, really want to do while I can still do them. All right, you guys. Well, take care wherever you are at in this beautiful world of ours. Keep your chin up. Keep your head held high. Question everything. Take care, and we will talk soon. Bye.